Today it's gonna be a bit of a short one. I know I've said it about 1,000 times, but finally actually gonna work on this rust over here. Got this stuff here. 415 rust paint. It's like some sort of an epoxy. It'll cure real hard and keep the rust at bay. But before I can apply that stuff, I'm gonna have to use some of this to neutralize the rust. So the goal today is to get this bench done, and up here on the sides, if I can get this to focus. There we go. So get this bench done, get the sides, and up here in the front, I doubt I'll get to it today, but depending on how it goes back there, start doing the same thing to the stairs. So to start with, I'll take the wire wheel, knock off all the loose stuff, and then go ahead and start applying some chemicals. Alright, so I'm back in here. I cleaned up this rust real good with the wire wheel, some degreaser. Then I applied some, I believe it's phosphoric acid. It's metal prep. You can see this rust has turned black, which means it's nice and neutralized. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead, clean it off, and tomorrow, once it's all dry, we'll come back, paint it with this stuff. It's like an epoxy based paint, so it'll go on there and bond to the rust real good and be super hard to stick on there good. And that will prevent this rust from coming back. And then the next step after that, get it to focus again, will be to use a fiberglass Bondo over all this to smooth it out. It's all pitted. And we'll repeat that whole process up in the front on the stairs. And that will pretty much complete our rust repair. Got a little bit of rust up here around this window particularly that needs to be addressed. This window is not so bad, but just a couple tiny spots. So get that done. Alright, we're back in the bus. Soph's here. Day 2 of this rust project. It's all turned black. I need to figure out this autofocus. It's all turned black. It's neutralized, so we're going to put the 415 paint on there. And the back of the bus will be done with rust for now until we get to this window.
Hell yeah.
And then we gotta get those ugly stairs. Bench. Oh.
Butt shot for me.
Bench is all painted. Thinking it might need a second coat. This is what we have for now. So we'll repeat this process in the front of the bus and the stairs. But that's all we got for now. Hopefully this will keep the rust at bay. Back in the bus for some rust work. It's been a while since we last checked in. Like about 2 weeks ago, we neutralized all the rust back here on this bench, kind of around it. Sealed it up with some paint, epoxy paint. Today, we're gonna do the exact same thing to these stairs, we'll just wire wheel it with the grinder, remove all the loose material. We'll neutralize it with the phosphoric acid. This stuff, get it to focus, and then we'll coat it with this stuff. And so far it's really good. This stuff's nice and solid.
Yeah. Really shiny.
And after that, we will tackle our window problems. We'll do the same rust process around the windows where it needs it. And then while we have all of the windows taken apart, we will completely reseal them. Why is this thing not going this way? Completely reseal all the windows. Once we have all the windows resealed, finally start building.
This is good timing because I feel like summer is good because we're gonna have to take all the windows out.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So at least now we know it's not gonna rain in here while all the windows are gone.
Yep.
I was just
And by the time it's the rainy season, this thing will be watertight, hopefully insulated as well.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
But yeah, after the windows, we'll start framing it. So we'll basically put like 2x2s along all of the ribs, so that it'll make it easier to build off of, screw into. So we'll frame it with that. We'll build the framing for our bathroom. You know, the bathroom walls.
Like this.
Yeah. That'll be where sofa's standing. And that's really the only walls we actually need to build. We're not building any other walls, so the framing process should be pretty quick. After we frame it, we could wire it, insulate it, and then do all of the finishing touches.
Getting pretty exciting.
Yeah, so
Doing
hopefully,
some fun stuff.
hopefully by the end of the summer, start of the fall, we will actually have a habitable space. We'll actually be able to live in it if we really wanted to. Be insulated, be watertight, no rust, no mold, no nothing. So let's start. Let's get back to work. Okay, floors are treated. Spent a whole bunch of time grinding, wire wheeling, everything. So much dust. We got all the loose stuff removed, cleaned it, and we just put the phosphoric acid on it. So hopefully we come back tomorrow, it'll be all black and neutralized. Hopefully we still have a floor left over here, but you can kind of already see it. It's already starting to turn black, so it's pretty awesome. So we'll come back tomorrow and coat all this, just like we coated back there. And shoot, I guess at that point we can kind of start stripping windows. Yeah. Fix the rust around the windows once they're out, and then put them back in. We'll just, I mean, my understanding is all we got to do is just basically take a razor blade to these, pull them all out, and then when we put it back in, we'll just re-silicone everything in, and after that, start framing. So we're very close. This section here, that section back there are the two biggest rust spots. Everything else is just little tiny quarter-sized spots of rust that we will touch up as we go along the windows. So it's pretty epic. So yeah, we'll get, I guess our next video will be windows. That wraps it up for the major rust repair. I guess minus tomorrow's painting, but besides painting it, we are in good shape.
Good job today.
Okay. Final day of the rust treatment. Major rust treatment. Bottom stair survived. Still intact, mostly. So we're just gonna go ahead and paint this whole area, and then after that we will move on, I guess, to fixing this hole here actually, before we can start the windows, but almost there. Okay, it is a week later. This is the finished product. It's a little dusty and covered in ants because we left food garbage in here, but turned out really good. Those rust spots, it's nice to see them covered up with some paint. Looks a little more put together. Those two rusty pieces of junk covered up for now. Next task is removing all of these windows, removing the rust around them, and then resealing them. So, yeah, hopefully we'll be back soon to do that. We kind of got to figure out how we're going to do it.